Oh, hi. Just wanted to come back and give a little update from Monday. I, um, I hadn't really got much help from GI right now, but I, um, I think as I stated, I was doing some research and stuff about some different intake things and stuff like that to help me. And then I remembered that I worked with a dietitian at Mankato Clinic when I was pregnant with Otis. Some of you maybe don't even know that, but I had gestational diabetes with Otis, but not necessarily in the normal sense because I was having more like hypoglycemic events. So it was really odd and really tricky, and thankfully at that time I was able to get a CGM monitor, because when I was just doing like my finger pricks and stuff, it was kind of actually really hard to understand and see what was going on with my body. So after I got that, we kind of, noticed. And anyways, long story short, she just really helped me kind of plan and get some better intake, even though I was struggling to eat at that time too. So anyways, I reached out to her and just kind of like gave her a really quick summary, as much of a summary as you can get in a 1,000 word message to your care provider. I don't know how many of you have written a part 2. I've had to do that a couple times. Anyways, I kept it to one message, and she actually got back to me like within like 2 hours, and I was like so appreciative of that. And she has some of the peptide shakes that I mentioned that I can give a try. She warned me that they taste really awful. And then we talked a little bit about, we just did a call like right now, quick, to kind of touch base on some stuff, and talked a little bit about Benacalorie as well, which is something that you can add to beverages or food, I guess, to increase calories and protein. But anyways, I'm gonna go in tomorrow and meet with her in person and kind of talk through some more stuff. And she actually knows another dietitian that has worked or has done some studying on like these compressions a little bit, so she's just gonna kind of prick her brain a little bit. I don't know what the percentage is or anything like that, but a majority of people who end up with superior mesenteric artery syndrome, which I can't fully confirm if I have it or not, because I am running into roadblocks to get more testing for it. Anyway, a lot of people that have this condition actually end up needing a feeding tube, because it's the compression of your duodenum, and a lot of times they need to do a feeding tube and then bypass the duodenum, so that people can get intake. And part of the reason, obviously that's the obvious reason, but secondary to that reason of not getting enough intake is the potential of doing surgery soon, and I obviously need to be healthy enough to also have surgery, and need to be able to eat after surgery to help with the healing process. And so all of that's really important, and so that's more reason as to why I'm like concerned. That, and honestly, it's just really miserable after I eat, and I've been trying really hard to just like graze on like a piece of toast over like 45 minutes to an hour sometimes, and just kind of pick at it like really slowly. I, attempted a couple other things yesterday, and both did not go very well. And so when you're in so much pain, it's just really, really hard, and you can't really do much else. And then along with that, then I'm getting like other issues and been having migraines very often. I think partly due to that, and not enough nutrients, and dealing with pot symptoms. There's just like a whole lot at play here. So it's kind of hard to get into. I'm gonna do another video to talk a little bit more about the compressions, just so it's easier to understand. I'll try and explain the best I can, because otherwise I'm sure a lot of this information, we're not all out there like studying anatomy on a regular basis. So anyways, I will come back and hopefully give an update tomorrow. So I do also have a call with my vascular surgeon who did my mouth surgery, so I am gonna ask him some questions and see if he can get me any testing. Some of them are kind of GI related testing, but since it's also like has a vascular component, I'm just gonna ask and see if he will. Otherwise I'll just try and keep pushing locally and see if I can get anything that way, or I don't know. There's just a lot going on at the moment, so try not to get too down about it. But the kids went to school today, so yay. They were also happy and excited, and Otis was like over the moon because he normally is very, very sad to leave in the morning because he just wants to stay home in his blue house, he will tell you. Even last night we met Ben's family for supper, to celebrate our niece's birthday, and Otis, which it was getting late and it was his bedtime, so I think he was tired, but he also just was like, I want to go home to my blue house. So which is just kind of adorable. I'm like, I don't blame you. It's lovely here with the excavators and such. She's got a live show every day. So anyways, I hope everyone's having a good day, and if you have kids that are back in school this week, I hope it's going well. And I'll touch base again soon. Bye.